grammar. Page 145.
Wait, what? Is your pencil?
Page 145.
145.
145. There's, I think there's one in
I have
the
a highlighter.
box back there. There we go. And
I just have.
talking about adjectives, and you guys can, if you don't mind, kind of
Yeah.
turning it so she can see with you. Week 3, that was like forever ago when we first started. We talked about adjectives that describe a noun or a pronoun. You guys already know that. Often 2 or more adjectives come before a noun. The adjectives are coordinate if each adjective independently describes the noun that follows. Do you guys remember me talking about dosa scomp?
No. Not even a littlest amount.
Okay. I'm gonna have to talk about that when it comes up then. I thought we already talked about that. That's weird. But that is an acronym, like, you know, how we have fanboys and we have www.asia. Dosa scomp is for what's called cumulative adjectives. But today we're talking about coordinate adjectives. So forget, you'll remember dosa scomp when I say it again next time, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet.
Unless we don't.
Unless you
And
don't.
it'll just be one of those things that is impossible to remember no matter how.
You'll
many
remember
times.
once I tell you what it is, but I thought I already told you. That was weird. See my
I feel
brain.
like I remember that fun word.
Yeah. Okay. Coordinate adjectives is what we're talking about. So the comma is the next part. There is a comma rule. It says a comma is used to separate items in a sentence. You already know that. Use a comma to separate coordinate adjectives because the order of coordinate adjectives is not important. The adjectives are separated with a comma. And so jumping down to this part here, it says 2 tests help determine whether the adjectives before a noun are coordinate. So can you reverse the order or can you put the word and in between them? Those are the 2 tests to tell you if it's a coordinate adjective. If the answer is yes, the adjectives are coordinate, use a comma. So here's your example in the middle of the page. They entered the untouched thick forest. Both the words untouched and thick are adjectives. And then it says the 2 adjectives describe the noun forest. Are they coordinate adjectives? Do they need a comma? So can we reverse the order? The thick, untouched forest. Yeah, you can reverse that. Still makes sense. And then can you add and in between them? The untouched and thick forest. Yes, you can add and. Sometimes it sounds weird if you do that. So that's when it's a different type of adjective, which we will go into eventually, but it hasn't introduced it yet in here. So the 2 tests are, can you reverse them? And can you put and in between? That's how you know it's a coordinate adjective. Okay? Any questions so far?
What if it works one way but doesn't work the other way?
Then it's not a coordinate adjective.
So,
So-
like if you
So that means no
can,
comma?
like if you can put a and but you don't, but then you can't reverse it.
Oh, I see what you mean. If you can reverse it, then it still is considered a coordinate adjective. But you should be able to pass both tests, not just one. Does that make sense? So you should be able to reverse it and put and in between it, and it still makes sense for a coordinate. Does that make sense?
Because yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it just takes some practice. That's a good question though, but, and what was your question? I think I heard you say something about now. Okay. The next example, was it you that said something? Did anybody have an extra question in here? My brain is like, that's what I thought too. I heard you.
I partly answered Daisy's question.
Oh,
I did
okay.
that.
Okay, okay. Okay, we're okay. Everybody's good. I'm okay. Just so you know. All right. The next example down a little bit, they entered the untouched thick forest. Because you can switch those and you can put and in between, you do need a comma. It's just the comma rule basically. So, and telling you what type of an adjective it is. So you label both of those adjective untouched and thick. And a comma between. Look at the last example toward the bottom of the page. Miriam was a courageous, thoughtful maiden. You can switch those. Marion was a thoughtful, courageous maiden. Marion was a courageous and thoughtful maiden. That all works so that you do need a comma there between those. There's a time when if you're describing something by its color and shape and size and origin, all of those things, that's part of dosa scomp, and I'll explain more about that later because I don't want to confuse you anymore, but let's just keep going. Just trust me, it's okay. Go to page 147. Anybody feel like reading it today?
I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
The stranger who was still annoyed because of the. Not. I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I think it just picks up where it left off during your homework about
Okay.
something, whatever the harsh thrashing is. I don't remember what happens before this. Do you guys remember?
No.
No? Stranger, will you stay with me and be one of us? If you'll join me, I'll appoint you my right-hand man. Oh, go ahead,
They
Miles.
tried to throw him in the river.
Oh, there's a battle happening. Hmm. Was he thrashing in the river?
No,
Probably.
they tried to, cause.
They got mad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why'd they get mad at him exactly?
Because
Because they thought that he had beat up Robin.
Oh, yes, 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 yes,
Pushed
yes.
him into
Oh,
the-
yes,
he
yes,
fell
yes.
to the river.
I remember, yes.
okay. Thrashing is the vocabulary word on this page, and it just means like whipping around, like thrashing, yeah. Whipping, it says, but I think of more like, yeah,
Banging,
just like
just
going
convulsing,
crazy,
yeah.
convulsing, there you go, that's a good word. All right, so check vocabulary, go ahead and find the article, there's only one.
Beginning.
And then the two nouns, Serena, you can look off of Olivia's page there, two nouns.
Stranger. And. Thrashing.
It is thrashing, because you would think that's an action, is
Yeah,
what you're
that's what
doing,
Well, I was like.
but before it has adjectives.
Yeah, so I was
Harsh,
like.
good, good. That's how you figure that out. So his, unjust, harsh, and then those are three adjectives describing thrashing. Okay, so I gave you three adjectives, Olivia. What are they? You need four.
Annoyed,
Mm-hmm,
unjust,
mm-hmm,
harsh,
mm-hmm.
readily,
No,
agreed.
no.
Wait,
Who's unjust, harsh, thrashing?
His.
Yeah, his.
Okay.
So the adjectives are annoyed and then his, unjust, harsh. Got it? Okay. Are you doing the adverbs? Can you do the adverbs?
Maybe.
Oh. right.
One of them's easy, readily, that's ly. The other two are not ly.
Because.
No, not because. How do I explain this? Let's see. When is he annoyed? When was a still? Yeah, so that's telling when. So that's an adverb.
Agree.
Not agree, because that's a verb, but the other one, not. There you go.
Readily, not, and what?
Just readily, not, and still. Tells when.
Still not.
Still not readily, yeah. Huh? Oh, did you say
Oh,
something?
no, I was talking about that.
I keep hearing your voice back there. Okay,
Well, I'll let you, Victoria.
prepositional phrase, Paisley? Can you do that one?
Yeah. Of his. Readily.
You're close. It actually starts with because of.
Oh, yeah, because.
Yeah, when you put those two together, it's a prepositional phrase. And how far does it go?
The thrashing.
To thrashing. We're doing the prepositional phrase.
Oh.
So the whole phrase is because of his unjust, harsh thrashing. And then Asia, what about the who, which clause? Who was, it starts with who, and how far does it go? Keep going. all the way to thrashing. So put parentheses around who, and then all the way to thrashing.
Oh, it's just Jeremiah.
Give him the look. He is pretty cute though, I mean, come on.
Get out of here, look.
Yeah.
Ew. Wait, I'm sorry, what was the second? Never mind, I'm sorry, okay. Never mind,
You good? We just did the who clause, so it's around who all the way to thrashing.
Okay.
W/W. Because I'm not writing them down anymore, because once Olivia did that one grammar lesson, I'm like, that actually worked out pretty good. 'Cause, you weren't like showing everybody what to do. Never mind.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to give you a like not understanding look. I was listening and yeah. Okay.
I believe you. Okay, main clause, let's see, Audrey, what's the main clause?
I love main clauses.
Yeah,
I do not.
this is kind of a hard one. Do you know what it is, Miles?
Did to agree?
No, it's actually the whole thing. Starts with
That's
the,
what's so confusing about
right, because sometimes it includes clauses and sometimes it doesn't. That's what's confusing
How
about.
do you even know what these things are?
Yeah.
I really don't understand.
So let me see what my note says here. It is, so a main clause is a complete thought. So it's basically, it has to have a subject and a verb.
Instead of everything, you make it its own sentence.
And that's why the subject is at the beginning here, before the who, which clause. The subject is stranger, but then the verb doesn't happen until after all that. So that's why you can't just have like partial, and you saw my notes.
Yeah, we're all like writing down our.
Yeah.
I put on the opener.
Uh-oh. Okay. The verbs next, Olivia.
Okay, verbs.
I'm sorry. I said Olivia and looked at you, Victoria. I'm so sorry.
Was,
So sorry. Was,
did and agree.
yep, was, did, and agree. Verbs. Subjects, Miles.
Thrashing.
Not in that one. So look outside of the who, which clause first, like at the beginning of the sentence. Stranger, and then what verb does that connect with after the who, which clause?
Was.
Okay, so was is a verb. So stranger connects to did and agree at the end. Outside, because you know how
Oh,
the,
because
because there's a
like,
who,
you
which.
and I.
The who, which clause has its own subject verb pair. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Outside of that, there's also another subject verb pair, right? So what about inside, Miles? Inside the who, which clause, you have was as the verb, and then what's the subject in the who, which clause? It is who. So who was is the subject verb pair inside the clause. Outside of the clause, it's stranger, did, and agree. Okay, and the opener, Ellie?
One.
Yes, which is subject. Good job. And then indent, is everything okay in there?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
That was
I'm like, is she climbing on stuff? It was weird.
thanks.
Indent at the beginning, capital, what's the capital, Serena?
Capital L,
What do we capitalize? There's just one.
Correct.
the and,
The.
oh yeah, just.
The and just the. Capital the, and then the comma. Olivia, do you know where that goes?
The comma.
We just learned this rule about adjectives.
Hang on. Go with me. Me and them.
Okay.
In
Mira.
between unjust and hard.
Yes, give me fun. Good job. Between the comma goes between unjust and harsh, because you can switch those and you can put and in between, so that tells you it needs a comma. Very good. And the end mark is a period. Phew. Okay, done with that. I know, there's a lot of, well, whoever made English, let's just be real, it's like, really? Why is it so complicated?
Nobody likes that guy.
Nobody likes that guy.
Who like literally came over and just made English?
There is a guy, and then they could have changed English to have the grammar and all the writing make sense, but then they're like, no,
But
we
then
just
no.
learned it. And now it's done. Now we all.
Okay, get your binders out. Yeah,
My mom said she.
we are done with troglodytes. Woo! Finally. Never again. So I have not had a chance to grade your troglodyte report yet, but it's coming. I will. We're done with it though, so let's put it away unless anybody has any questions about it. No?
Wait,
My mom said she's not a.
Okay. This page,
ABC.
okay. This one, I want you to keep in your front pocket because it's nice to have this to refer back to. But everything else about troglodytes can move to the finished compositions, except for this one, because I want you to keep this handy. The front, okay, finished compositions, or wherever you keep your finished stuff, because I know your binder is getting full.
So why did it get full? Why would it get full?
Because you're adding paper to it. Oh, maybe not so much you guys, because you type your stuff, so.
Oh, like. people
You know what I
who
mean?
write it?
Like who write it on line paper. Students do, some students do.
No, it's under here.
Mhm. Yeah, keep this one in the front,
Yeah, get this one. And keep this up.
and then you're gonna get out the next, yeah, Amelia Earhart. There's a bunch,
Amelia, ABCD paragraph.
And I know you said you've studied her before. Anybody else have studied Amelia
No.
Earhart?
I think you have, you studied some.
Some are kind of like, but maybe it's been a while. It starts on page 141 and it goes all the way to 151. Yeah. Lots of pages.
So many.
141. You still have your grammar homework class?
Yeah.
You also need, I hate to tell you, but you also need a white piece of paper, one of the big white
And
ones.
look, do we have to get a new one or if we have one? I'm so myself, I didn't know how many. because
I know,
got
I just don't want you to get confused on where it's at, so I kind of want you to get a new one. I forgot to bring you the extras.
I look through all of these every time I have to write a paper. I'm like, what's on
You should put that maybe somewhere else then, huh?
Do you write on the back?
In the trash.
That's what Victoria did.
You can, just, I won't watch. I'm okay with you throwing those away.
Okay.
I forgot to bring mine. Okay, if you have an extra one, I'll bring some to, for you guys too next
Wait,
next
what?
week. The big paper, she
Oh, no, we
doesn't have
have
any.
to put it in.
Do what?
I've never gotten one. This is like.
Yeah, it's supposed to come with a binder. Oh, no, not lined, I mean the white paper,
Oh, I thought you were
White.
asking about that. Okay.
the big white paper, yes.
So can I just use the back?
You can, as long as you don't get confused on that. It would confuse me. Cause we're gonna need 3 for the 3 paragraphs, so you might as well start fresh, that's what I think.
I have more at home though.
And I allowed Olivia to throw hers away, so if you want to throw yours away, I just won't watch. I'll just pretend like
Do we need
everybody
them
wants
for
to keep theirs forever.
Do we need them for something? Like
No,
calculators?
no, it's just that you worked on it.
It's not.
I have the paper and the paper is more.
Can
but it's so much more
Serena borrow
satisfying
a
to
white
throw it
page and
away.
she'll pay you back when she gets her binder?
Yeah.
Can somebody give her a white page? too?
I would, except
I
for
blame, I do, so you can have this.
Oh,
How do you
and I
work
have
with me?
more. I'll give you more later.
I have one left.
I'll pay you back a white binder.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Thank
All right,
you.
and you're gonna go ahead and set it up. You know how
I
to
was
set
thinking
this
about
up.
something to write in February.
I'm just gonna put number 7 in
You can fold
parentheses
it.
here.
You pull this one.
Do we have D?
Let's
Yes.
see.
Oh, we do.
No.
It's a lot.
It's fine.
I know it seems like a lot, but it gives you somewhere to go when you're writing your report. That's what I
I
like
did that
about
a
the
lot.
process. It's like,
Just like get me a rough line.
takes a while
and
to
then I
do
can
it,
really-
but
This part, closing it into Y or next to that.
It's
Oh.
not, it's a little weird, it's like the middle line, like the middle line. makes
Yeah.
it more-
It drives me crazy.
It drives me crazy that it's.
Extra line in the middle.
Oh, I-
Oh my
You are
goodness.
all like
I do
perfectionists.
that.
So go ahead and set up your 6 boxes like this. I know, it's okay. Roman numeral 1, A, B, C, D. Yep, fused outline and then possible
there's a
topics
D,
here.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
what you
D.
said last time, and then there wasn't. Pretty soon there's gonna be.
There is on this one.
Darn it.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
are we gonna be
There's
doing
a
this
D.
exact same thing on
There's
next
a
class?
D.
You got a
There's
D?
only- There's only
Next-
3. Like,
Next week?
there's
No,
only
like,
3.
next
month,
semester.
there's 4 courses.
Yeah.
Yeah. This never ends,
It
man.
never ends.
Never.
Never
Are we
ends.
gonna-
But it gets
Are you
more
gonna
than
order?
just 3 paragraphs, yeah.
Let's see, we're gonna have it.
I
Yes.
just smudged.
Our last day
No.
of class is gonna be actually on Memorial Day.
Who else is doing the next semester?
Us, I'm pretty sure, maybe.
Me.
I'm doing it.
Yay!
Got it.
Yay! Hopefully you guys all
I
are.
should be.
I don't know.
So you guys have a choice while you're folding your paper and setting all this up. Keep working on this while I'm talking, but you will have a choice to do either level 2B, or I'm also teaching a US history
Oh, we'll
class.
have to do that one.
I think that's gonna be a
I'm
good
doing
one.
different.
Like,
You can't do
only
both?
not English
It's the
stuff.
same format on how to write research and all that, but it's focused only on US history, so we
Oh,
won't,
that's so much more better.
we won't have trouble bites and things like that, coconut crabs.
That sounds.
We'll have just things about US history.
Although sometimes people
Oh,
are
great, I
like,
get to write about it.
It's not just people, it's like events and, you know, different wars
There's
and
a lot of sound
What
effects.
there's
that
two.
class on.
Huh?
Bombs.
bombs.
What does that class on?
What day? Oh, it'll be Mondays again. Yeah,
wait, which
because I'm
class?
only doing the US history.
What
Both options will be on.
What
Mondays.
ages are they? Or is that?
It's as long as you've taken this course, you can do US history.
I'll
Yeah.
do US
Because everybody's kind of at different grades and ages and stuff, and that part doesn't matter, it's just going through the classes, so. Somebody just drove up, and I don't know if it was your mom. Oh, she might be like turning around.
Oh, yeah, she does. I don't know
I
why.
thought I saw somebody drive by.
You're like, oh yeah, she does that.
Oh, she does. Oh.
Yeah, I think she's pulling up now. You can go out there if you want.
She's like, sweet,
Yeah, she's.
free from class, bye guys.
Yeah.
Mom just came to pick me up.
Yeah.
She left her phone though, so we know she's not.
Oh, she has a magnet on the car that says, ask me about Girl Scout cookies, so I know that's her.
I forgot to get some. Did someone get any? I'm gonna try them.
I have not gotten any.
Oh, I got like.
I
all of them.
love bro.
My mom just told me that it was in her trunk the entire time.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh, your poor mom. She's like peeling out. She's like, get me out of here. Oh, she went all the way home and it was in the trunk.
Yeah. That's sad.
That's, yeah.
You purposely leave it there so you don't have to do work.
No.
Yeah, she should go get a Starbucks or something to help her feel better.
She should go get me.
When are you do that Wendy's thingy?
Oh, yeah.
The end of the
This is
term.
frosty.
Oh.
We never
Yes.
did that. We never did that.
We need to do
We're
that.
gonna do at the
Preferred
last day of.
On,
class.
is anybody going out of town for Memorial Day weekend?
Olivia,
I'm
what
not.
day is it?
Olivia.
Monday,
Here, I picked you back in paper.
May 27th, I think.
Oh, thanks.
Where?
May 27th. Does that ring a bell?
That is so close.
That's our last day of class.
I
Wait, May what?
27th.
Wait,
No,
what?
it's not.
Wait,
it's
how
not
you
a
know
month
what?
away.
What is happening?
Oh, you already have one started.
What, Mia?
Did you just now do that?
It's like 2
Or was that
months,
already
but
done?
less than
No, I
2
just did
months.
that.
Oh my
So it's
gosh,
like
you're fast.
Why?
Only
It's a
so
long
many.
time.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
right. She gave you the paper.
I'm
Anyway.
just slow, Missy. Everyone's not fast. I'm just.
I know. That's all right.
Let's see.
Yes.
Wait, what's happening on Monday?
We are having our end of the year school
Oh,
party
okay.
on Memorial Day.
Oh, I forgot
And
about
we're
that.
gonna Uber, I think. Did we decide we're gonna Uber from Wendy's? And just have DoorDash, any of those. I don't know, I guess we do have DoorDash up here.
Or we could just.
I think we have DoorDash.
DoorDash delivers like.
Yeah, But sometimes Uber isn't up here though.
Uber's where they pick you up and stuff.
Yeah, so
Uber Eats.
DoorDash, Uber Eats, that's what I meant, yeah. Anyway, we'll do that and hang out
She'll
and
get us a 4 I'm so excited.
give you what?
A 4 like each one of those.
That's 4 patties and like 4,
No, it's like
No.
burgers, nuggets, fries. And then
It's
oh,
4 for $4, but after they change it to for 4 for $5, but it's you get a drink, a burger, chicken nuggets and French fries, so it's 4 things.
Wait,
ah.
who's drinking it? Make it.
I was gonna ask the same thing. Can you switch it
don't
out?
think
Or is
so,
it
but
like
I
a
don't know.
soft drink?
It's probably the
It's
little
like-
itty bitty one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're.
Anyway,
they're small frosties,
back to
but-
this. All right, Amelia Earnhardt. So this is about a person this time instead of, or did I say Earnhardt?
Yes.
Earhart. Is it Earhart or Earhart?
Earhart.
Earhart, even though it's spelled Earhart. I should know this. I should know this.
Oh, I have my Bible.
Amelia Earhart. Okay, who knows about her?
I know she was the first.
Who was she?
lady to-
Miles.
Well, she was the first woman to fly a great distance.
Yes.
Oh,
Across the
Across the
ocean.
Atlantic or Pacific?
What else do you know?
It was the.
She flew where?
Well, if you look on.
Around, did she make it all the way around the world?
No, she crashed
She
and we
tried,
never know
though.
what happened to her.
And she
was
died.
across the
I
Atlantic
think that's
Ocean.
what she was planning
Yeah, I hope not.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, when you're talking about a person and you're doing a report on a person, what are some things that you typically include in a research paper about a person? What do you think? Who, maybe like their early life, right? Remember when we talked about
Early life.
Captain Cook, I think it was.
Oh, Captain Cook.
Captain Cook, early life, what are some other things you would write about a person? They're deaf, yeah, that's right. You can just go from boom, boom. They're born, they die. And then what about in between?
Their
Their accomplishments.
Accomplishments, good. Maybe,
Or nine.
any awards they received, you know, things
Nobody
like that.
received an award.
Nobody received any awards.
groundbreaking sorrow.
Maybe their difficulties that they
I
had.
think that we should find the one guy that never achieved anything.
That would be
And
boring.
then we should write about it.
You would basically
About-
say he was born and then he died.
Yeah, cause then it'd be like.
He lived on a
What?
farm.
Ellie likes that
Never
idea.
made it else.
She's like, I'm all for it.
I had to do a bunch of stuff, but then I died.
I love doing that.
All right. Well, you guys wrote about Mike the Headless Chicken, right? Remember that
He
guy?
achieved nothing.
No, I mean, he was famous.
He
You
not
like-
famous, but he didn't really achieve anything.
He died right before Christmas.
You know, it wasn't
I
a
was
good
dying
birthday.
his whole face.
Yeah, he didn't have a great quality of life. It's
How can
true.
you really live without a face?
He's a
I don't
top.
know.
You have to
Yeah,
breathe.
you didn't cool up.
All right, so the first thing we do when we're writing a research paper is you gotta know your subject. Your subject is gonna be Amelia Earhart. Then you have to figure out your topics. To figure out your topics, that's when we have to skim. And then we label the paragraphs. Remember that? That's the next step, okay? So go to source text A, which is on page 143.
Oh, shoot.
We're gonna skim, and this time I'm gonna skip even more words,
Wait.
just to see if we can figure out what these paragraphs are about quickly. Right, okay.
They're always gonna be it or that.
And it's gonna be, you're gonna see a pattern like we did with troglodytes in each one. You'll see that it addresses certain things. about it. So I'll just start by skimming, and then you guys decide what you think it's about. And then somebody else can skim the
What
next
do you think
paragraph.
about her? What about her?
Well, we do see where she's born, Etchison, Kansas, 1897.
Kansas.
1897, okay, that was legit a long time ago.
He's still alive.
2 children, typical pastimes, auto repair class, dribble, basketball, aviators. I'm just kind of skipping like every once in a while.
Where are you?
I'm in the first paragraph.
I don't know where you are.
It's so hard to like
She's
tell.
lost you.
Yeah, I skipped a bunch right there.
She's
on the
fourth line down.
Played hockey, did we pass
We
that?
passed that,
12-year-old.
I'm going down to the date, 1909,
Or even
Wright
now.
Brothers, Oregon's or, what? Ogon's School, Philadelphia. Hockey, I see that now. French German, vice president. And then I see a quote, honor is the foundation of courage. Earhart, sister. Okay, I see Toronto, Canada. I'm skipping, just let your eyes kind of skip. World War One, patience, sister, spectators. Okay, so we have enough information there. What do you think that?
Airfield.
Airfield?
I got
Takeoff.
achievements, activities that she did.
Okay, early life, I think so, because it talks about when she was born and then some of the things she did, in school.
Boring, man. She was radical.
Early life.
Boring.
In the margin, let's put early life
Where? Okay.
in the margin.
Right here?
Yep. And then I also want you to write here, we're gonna do this one a little bit differently. And we're gonna list A, B, C, D next to it, so it's not taking up so much room.
Okay. Early life, A.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're writing at top?
At top.
What? I'm so confused.
Possible topics.
Okay.
Sorry, am I confusing you?
Yes.
So sorry.
I'm gonna do it.
Early life.
A.
So we're gonna list A, B, C, D. We're gonna list the names of the articles here that have this topic, rather than doing a column for each, because it got kind of crowded in this little box right here. Yeah, so it is in A, Article A. I think it's gonna be in all, but I don't know. The next paragraph, I'm still on page 143. Now we're to 1921. Aviator's license, 1928. George Putnam. Passenger, transatlantic flight, Lady Lindy. Just kind of let your eyes just keep going.
Wait,
Lucky Lindy.
for Charles.
Charles Lucky, okay.
Sorry.
Atlantic Ocean book. Earnhardt, Mary Putnam. George, both husband and manager. Amelia, first woman, reach high altitudes, distances, accomplishments, thinking and publicity stunt, ability and courage. 1932, flew solo across Atlantic, first female aviator.
I think that was a lot about her accomplishments and more about flying.
I think so too. Accomplishments,
Um,
flying / accomplishments, or just
I
accomplishments?
think it's compliments.
I just spelled accomplishment.
I think so,
That
what?
same thing.
I have no idea. Accomplishments has two
No.
C's.
Where are they?
This was also in A, so I'm putting a comma because I know it'll be in other articles too, but we'll start with that. Early life, accomplishments, if you break it up into some syllables. A little bit easier. Hopefully that would help.
So in A.
Okay, on the back 144, I'm gonna do this kind of fast just because it just takes a while. I'm gonna try to go fast.
Accomplishments is 15 letters.
Whoa.
14
Oh.
letters.
Earnhardt accomplished, there's the word accomplished.
You say Earnhardt. You said it twice earlier too.
Earhart, where's Earnhardt? Earnhardt is something.
I've never heard that.
I've
Never
never
heard
heard
it.
that.
No.
What am I thinking of?
Lionheart?
No. I know it's another famous person.
Earnhardt.
Yeah, Earnhardt. Okay, Earhart,
It's
sorry,
that one.
sorry. It might just be, maybe I dreamed about it or something. Okay, hold on, where am I? Earhart, okay, first woman circumnavigate globe. That was her dream, Asia, you were right about that. Attempt,
Fly around the globe.
navigator, Fred Noonan, Oakland, California, Miami, Florida, Africa, there's a lot of places on here. Equator, Lay, I know, L-E-L-A-E.
No.
What you got about
I think I think it's a thing.
They began flying toward Holland, Earhart.
Earhart.
I know the places.
She's air. She's in the air. She's a flyer.
It probably was Earhart, and then she's like, I'm a pilot, it's Earhart. And the news was like, oh, Earhart. And then it's like,
Oh my gosh, you are hilarious. Okay. Uh,
sorry.
that's okay. They're naming a lot of people and places. Oh, unexpectedly, Earhart, U.S. Coast Guard. Last contact made. Earhart and Noonan. Keep letting your eyes
That
go.
was fast.
President Roosevelt. Earhart and Noonan were lost at sea
They're lost in the Bermuda Triangle.
in the Bermuda Triangle, probably. The International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery. That's TIGAR, I think it is. I don't know. Tigger. Earhart veered 350 miles off course. Signs, habitation, bones, women's shoes were found. Amelia Castaway dying. Uh-oh.
She got
Conspiracy theories. Interesting. Earhart's plane never recovered. So you were right. She was lost. Yes.
They don't know what happened to her. Well, they found
Disappearance?
shoes. They found shoes. in
Death.
Well,
We
they
think
did
she
that.
died.
They
We could do.
not her.
She's probably
This-
flew. She's
She
like, my
fell
ass.
off.
People
Like,
place
I'm
that
a
they're
castaway. Why even
People,
bother?
places, and death. It was kind of like her.
How
um,
well because she was
that.
like where she went and a lot of people that she met. Where she
Yeah.
went. And then it was her
Oh, that's all I
Look,
remember.
it's in.
or her disappearance.
Disappearance, yeah, because we don't know if she
She
died.
made the last contact on the Coast Guard.
Still alive, guys.
It could be like Michael Jackson. Maybe he's
Elvis.
still alive. We don't
No,
know.
it's Elvis. It's
It's
not
Elvis.
Michael Jackson.
Elvis, okay. Elvis is okay.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
No,
He's a no, he's not. He's not
theory.
alive.
It's a theory.
Oh.
People. You want to put people and then /
Death.
disappearance. Is that what you want to put,
Yeah.
Paisley?
Yeah.
So these
Or
are
people places because there's a lot of places.
People.
I'm gonna do people
PPD.
places and disappearance.
it's a lot to squeeze in. So disappearance.
Yes, but there's a big thing. See.
Yeah.
Those are the
I think
biggest
that
accomplishments.
appreciation stands before.
People,
Oh my God.
places, disappearance.
Okay, I'm putting PPD in my paper and then I put people places in this group.
Yeah, put it in the margin and here.
Elvis came out of the sky and grabbed you.
Wow, that's
Okay.
creepy. Maybe Elvis is in the Bermuda Triangle too.
Wait, I forgot what happened to Elvis. What was he?
He died. Well, he didn't die actually. He's still alive.
Was it an overdose? A drug overdose?
Yeah, I think.
Drug overdose.
I think it was.
That's
Or
what
he
happened to
smoked.
Michael Jackson.
Brooke's
No,
favorite
no, it was
person.
drug overdose.
Yeah.
It was
drug overdose.
No.
But
Man, I'm
nobody
forgetting.
really knows
Disappearance
what happened
too
to the
much.
body and stuff, so that's why it's like.
Oh.
People like to say that, but it's like, bro, no.
No,
Like,
it's like, bro, no.
Sorry.
I'm with
But
you,
it's just fun to be a conspiracy theorist.
especially around people who don't believe in conspiracies.
Yeah.
Okay, the next paragraph on 144, this is the last one for A. Earhart. Prominent woman, 20th century, elected first president, 99s.
She was a president?
An organization, not of the United States,
Died.
of an
What?
organization that helps female pilots.
Oh.
In Canada.
Kamala
she's the
Harris thinks
president.
she's gonna be the first one. Look at it.
Oh, she had her own line of women's clothing.
Wow.
There you go.
Still have it.
I don't know. Amelia undeniably
Well, she's dead, so probably not.
left quite a legacy. Numerous air records, Earhart prestigious awards, solo flight across the pond. I really don't think that's literally a pond, but I think that means the world.
I thought that
I know, it's like the pond.
Yes, I thought that was in, where was it?
Well, once we read this, it'll.
Alright.
make more sense, I'm sure. 1932, certificate honorary membership, British Guild of Air Pilots and Navigators.
That's long.
Yeah, Cross,
CHMP.
Legion, Honor, Paris, Brussels, France. So she received all these honors and awards. I think that's mainly what that's about. and her legacy. Let's put awards
Awards.
and legacy / legacy. And that's gonna be an A. Okay. Only 3 more to go.
Wait, we're doing it all today?
We're gonna try to get all the topics listed today. You guys are labeling in the margin and here, right? Both places?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Hi.
About to get you.
She's like, no.
Oh my goodness.
I love the way you imitated her.
More
Wow.
technique.
No. Only you
No.
would.
All right, the astounding Amelia is the next article, source text B, page 145.
Oh.
Out, astounding, it made me look at it twice. I keep feeling like I'm messing up. Astounding. I gotta stand over here. Cause I forgot I'm recording this and they're looking at nothing, okay. Yeah, it's Oliver,
The only one,
it's just Oliver, Oliver, just come to class. Anyway,
right?
did you ask me something? I don't know.
Everyone.
For Wendy's. All right, on July 1897, Edwin, Amy Earhart's Hearts took flight. That's what it says. I'm just reading it. Amelia.
Wait a second.
Typo.
All right,
What
it's
does
talking about,
hearts mean?
well, it's a play on words, I
Or
think.
is it her
It's
heart
not
like
funny.
jumped out?
Maybe it's her parents.
They had a baby, and the baby was Amelia, the parents.
Oh,
And
I did not catch on to that.
Okay,
let me
Sorry.
read the whole sentence.
It's Amy.
Okay.
On July 24th, 1897, Edwin, which is a man, and Amy, which is a woman, and their husband and wife, Earhart's Hearts, took flight, it's a play on words, as they welcomed Amelia into their family in at Kitson, Kansas. It's like
That makes.
play on words, you've heard that before, right? Like,
Yes.
they were like, oh, we have a baby, and she's so cute.
I
I
clearly thought they adopted her.
I really think as you skim through this, this is gonna be about her early life. Would you agree? It's talking about when she was born. Let's just call it. Where's my marker?
Early life.
So we're gonna put B. This is how easy this is gonna be
Okay.
here. See? Got it? But put early life next to that paragraph
Oh.
also. Because later you're gonna have to find those paragraphs when you start building your keyword outlines.
Oh my god.
The next paragraph. After receiving her pilot's license in 1921, Earhart, famous aviators, America, popularity, female passenger, transatlantic flight, soon-to-be husband George Putnam, women's altitude record, flying machines. She set another record, so I'm skimming and it's just talking about all these records that she set. Accomplishments? Yeah.
Accomplishment. Pilot, she was the first woman. That's what I said, but how does he set her a new woman altitude?
Because all the rest of the pilots probably just.
Because they were all
The
men,
guys,
so
yeah.
it wasn't a women's altitude, it was men's altitude.
The guys were
She
brave.
did. No, men probably went there, but it's the women's altitude that she.
Maybe she's not is she the
Well, I think
first
she
one?
went higher than
she's
everyone else.
No, she's the first one. She's the first one to fly across the Atlantic.
So
She's
there were
not the
other,
first one pilot.
so there were other female, pilots,
Oh, yeah.
aviators.
She's the only female pilot.
No, but she's the only one that did the big
And she died.
She
Look what it
failed.
did to her people.
Right?
Right? That has nothing to do with pilot anymore.
attempted. Next paragraph. I'm at the bottom of 145. That would be awful. and
Yeah.
silly.
I really want to cry.
This one's gonna
No,
be
never cried, like
accomplishments.
it was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by yourself. You're right, Serena. That would be so scary. I
Even
feel-
with someone, I was like,
That was before they had
There
like
was, like,
communication too.
There was like a movie about a
Didn't have
girl who did that.
Like, you know how now you can like call into
Whereas, like,
base or whatever, or the,
Hello,
yeah,
hello. I'm
such and such
Josephine.
aircraft come approaching, you
all I
know.
can use numbers.
It's really weird. I flew one.
Oh,
Oh, I was with my dad. It was not
Or in front of
Well,
it.
I went on
He
a
got to
plane.
fly one for his birthday.
you're in Tehachapi?
In LA.
That's pretty cool. And then they communicate with the tower, right?
Yeah, because I have to watch for other planes from coming your direction.
Yeah, you don't wanna collide. Oh my
And
god.
then we went, and then the day before, a plane crashed in the mountain.
Oh my gosh.
So
That would be
we're
so
like, I know.
scary. Were you scared?
No.
I would be scared.
No,
I
it's just-
flew one time in a glider here in
Oh, that's
Tehachapi.
Ooh, how do you land?
My,
And you just,
You don't. You don't.
you just,
She's
I don't
still up
know.
there right now, Mrs. Cincinnati. This is a hologram.
Yes.
When I got out of the plane, my whole back was wet from sweating. So I was so scared. Like my shirt was totally
What?
stuck to me. I was scared. It was scary. It was cool, but it was scary.
Are there windows?
Yeah, well, it's all
No,
like
you
closed
can't
in.
Our
Cause
neighbor
it's
has a
super
glider.
small. Like when you get in the cockpit, it's
It
like
does not look small up in the sky.
the gliders.
the gliders
The
are.
gliders don't look.
No, it's
Oh, the
because
wings are big.
The wings are big, but the
Uh-huh.
cockpit is like really small. It's like
Yeah, and they don't go
smaller
that
than this
high.
table, just enough for you to like fit in and get your legs in. Then you have somebody behind you, like there's two seats, but
Yeah, like.
it's
my
really
neighbor had
narrow.
that.
It's-
And he just carried it on his trailer.
Like it's
My-
almost, it's just a little bit wider than my shoulders. And then the top is
Yeah.
like just a little bit
There's a
higher.
family friend we have, and his dad owns a plane. And well, he doesn't own it, I don't know, but anyways, I went on a plane ride with him, my dad, and my friend,
Yeah.
and I got to sit in the cockpit, but I didn't really like it that much because it's like because there was like 100 buttons on it, and I was like,
It's intimidating.
It's a
huh?
No, we take off to this little weird thing with it, and then the guy kept going up and down like this.
Oh my
He takes
gosh.
from the-
and then at one point we turned.
Oh, my
and I was
stomach
But it was
is so.
fun. I mean, I got to see Hollywood in the new Mario
Mm.
Kart thing opened or whatever.
Oh,
We
that's
went
cool.
there. It was fun. Well, I went there.
You
That's
mean at
cool.
Universal?
Yeah.
Haha.
I
Yeah.
got Hollywood and Universal to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the Super Mario.
Okay, I'm gonna go on.
Super Mario.
I'm at the bottom of 145, okay? She was an excellent pilot, circumnavigate the globe, 1937, first woman fly around the world. If accomplished, let's make sure we say that. The pair, okay, so she was with somebody. Oh, accompanying her was Fred Noonan, the navigator, Noonan.
Yeah, he wasn't very good
Uh,
at it. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
So this guy was with her, but not.
but not her husband. I don't think her husband is a pilot.
No,
He's
he
a
is.
husband. Is
I
he?
thought
He
he
still
was
should have been
also.
there. He's
Oh.
still alive and a pilot.
I don't know when it says something
I
about her
don't
husband,
think
I
so.
thought it's a-
Not when they're born in the 1800s, that'd be like 200 years old,
It's like-
and 300 years, 200 something. Anyway, keep going on the next, on the back of that, I'm on page 146 now. Coast Guard. I'm on the back, in case you're lost.
Oh.
Flyers, aircraft, lost at sea. All right, I'm skipping a lot. Japanese hostage spy,
Oh.
she died.
Wait, they know where she died?
Let me read that sentence.
Japanese
Once
It's
the Japanese took her hostage as a spy and
Theory,
transported her to Saipan, where she died.
No, it's a
What?
conspiracy theory.
It's a theory.
Oh, if I back up, that's what skimming is tricky because you do miss some keywords like that. It says, according to one theory, she landed on the Marshall Islands. And then once there, the Japanese took her hostage as a spy and transported her to Saipan where she died. So it is a theory.
Well, there's
It's
also
a
that
theory.
other theory with the.
Where she
Wait,
was
yeah.
disappearance remains
the,
shrouded in mystery to this day.
Right here.
I think that
B,
you should make
Oh,
it
yeah.
a theory that she's still alive and she will never die,
B.
and then spread it all across the world. I think she got a big
Like,
red
and it was
theory.
gonna
The
be
second
Someone's
album-
like, I found her body. She's dead out.
Okay, next paragraph. Did you guys write that down? It's,
No.
it's like people, places, and disappearance. Or you could just put disappearance there.
Yep.
That's fine with me.
Conspiracies.
Conspiracies, yeah. That's
Conspiracy.
true. That's true.
Conspiracy.
And then the next paragraph talks about amazing records accomplished. I'm thinking it's gonna be this, awards and legacy. Let me just look. multiple awards. Purchased a fashion house to produce Amelia Earhart fashions designed by her. That's an accomplishment. kind of. That's her legacy. I think that's also this one. So on the last paragraph, are you guys with me on page 146? This last paragraph right here
Yes.
is gonna be awards and legacy. Okay. Did you get that? The last paragraph on page 146, awards and legacy.
She just cleared her throat, means be quiet.
Oh, there's a picture of her at the back of this
Clears
one.
her throat.
But I think
Back of C.
You're like, God.
she looks
Looks like a man.
Oh, she just has short hair.
she looks like she not
She doesn't look like a man. She just has short hair.
How much did she go to?
You're that mean.
He runs a
I know, it's kind of mean.
I don't, who wants to dress like her?
She's wearing a scarf.
That's when I was
And
like,
then what I did, this is my
Okay.
If I'm, even if I'm.
I'm gonna glance at this first paragraph. I'm thinking it's about early life again. Would you guys agree?
Yeah,
Got it?
probably.
Yeah, let's just call it that, C. And then the next one, what do you think? Does it look like it's accomplishments? Let's
Oh, I
see.
forgot there was a D. Oh.
She had to do the first person to fly
Oh,
solo,
Accomplishment.
held a record. Yep, I see record in there. Accomplishments. We're gonna put C here too. You guys got that? And then put accomplishments in the margin.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like you got it.
Is it all just the same?
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're putting stuff in the margin too? Oh, yeah. you
Hey,
are.
you guys read
Good.
that.
Okay. And then the next paragraph, down at the bottom of page 147,
Looks
Off.
like people places and we.
accomplishments again, it looks like, let's see, her ultimate dream, how was be the first aviatrix, circumnavigate the globe. I'm on
We
the
did it.
back of that, 148.
This is the people, places, and your decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much about people and places.
So it's
I don't
going
know.
in order, actually, the same order of each of these so far.
Always does.
Not always. The
Sometimes.
troglodytes was all mixed up.
Yeah.
Although it had the same topics, they just were in a different order.
Let's just go with the last one is also.
I think so too. Okay, so let's just go with that. Page 147, then this bottom paragraph is gonna be right here, people, places, disappearance.
What?
On page 147 at the bottom. Wait, is that right?
No.
Or is it accomplishments? No, no.
There's yawn.
I should have eaten my candy.
What?
That's another theory. She landed on an island, right?
So they were declared lost at sea,
Coconut
that's why
crab later.
it's her disappearance, on the bottom of page 147.
Okay, BBB?
Yeah, you can abbreviate that, P.
What if he was?
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, that's what I've been labeling it.
That's what I've been labeling it, yeah.
And then the last one, AL.
I'm so, wait, are we
Awards and
on
legacy.
D now?
Where, did you finish at the bottom of page 148?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then we are, finally, on
Oh,
D.
there's B?
And then
Yeah.
P.
Easy, we went
We're
over.
almost done. We're almost done. I think it's gonna follow the same pattern, but we're gonna check.
Let's just put it in there.
Well, we gotta check. We don't wanna just guess.
Oh.
I'm on 149. Are you guys on the one that says
Yeah.
no stone left unturned?
Yeah.
Early life, okay.
It doesn't go on the same.
It's not same. Well, she says the first one's early life. Look, it shows,
Oh, wait.
she was born to Edwin and Amy Earhart.
Soul?
Born.
Oh.
Not sold.
That's a whole other conspiracy theory.
She was a ball.
She was sold.
She's actually.
Yeah, this
You
first
know what I
paragraph talks
meant.
about her early life, so go ahead and label this one early life.
Why did I spell early like wrong? Whoa.
Did you give us one more?
No.
Keep forgetting to stand in the camera so that
Oliver's not like great.
she's like, I'm looking at a blank, nothing.
Like nothing.
Like nothing in a second. Uh-huh.
He doesn't watch the videos. He has like. a
Probably not.
computer in front of him, and then his other one, that's just on Discord or something.
Video games.
I don't even wanna know. Okay, the second paragraph on page 149.
He just
out
already
in-
rat him out.
Yeah.
He'll open another
Oliver.
tab. He'll be playing Roblox.
Did you hear what Asia just said?
I did, but I'm ignoring her right now because I don't want to hear that about you, Oliver. Okay, now he'll have to watch it because we're talking about him. Shortly after receiving pilot's license, flying over Atlantic Ocean.
It's
I
accomplishment.
think accomplishments, all right. She flew from Newfoundland to Ireland, yeah, okay, let's call it that. The accomplishments, paragraph 2, paragraph 3,
It's gonna be PPD.
PPG.
Another D.
Yeah, I see a lot of names in here and places.
Yep.
Wait, but
Yeah,
all
I
the
see
paragraphs are
Japanese.
really
And disappearance,
Island,
does it talk about her
Coast
disappearance?
Guard, Navy,
Or-
yes, yeah, yes, look. it
Where?
says That there's some evidence that she survived.
Oh,
So.
But
in
there's
PPD
evidence that she's dead.
True.
Some PPD is also.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Google
Google it.
I don't think
PPG.
that's possible.
and then the last one,
Anything's possible.
accomplishments, well, it does have the word accomplishments in there, but this is gonna be her awards, right?
I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah, she received the National Geographic Society Gold Medal.
Where's her medal at?
Sources
True,
say-
especially if she's still.
Probably in a museum somewhere.
I want a museum.
Did she?
You want a
It's so
museum?
cute, when I am an Earth.
Then eventually the Earth will be destroyed.
Alright, and then we're gonna get back to the different part. Okay.
Wait, don't look
Maybe-
at
So
it.
this is gonna be PPD, and then this last one is, yep. They were all in the same order this time, so you were right, but we just had to make sure.
You're like, yeah, sure.
All right.
Wait, so they said. Wait, so this one, they, that she took a name of, I think, Coca-Cola.
She took a name?
Yeah,
Wait, how do I, oh.
because it says here that she somehow escaped her attention.
But.
I mean.
Oh,
now.
she got a different name. That's interesting.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
All right.
I don't think
I'm gonna let you guys decide what topic you wanna start with. Typically, we
Yeah.
start with early life.
Let's do it in order.
I think so. We're only writing 3 paragraphs and there's 4 topics here, so one of them you're not gonna need to write about.
Paragraph the same.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
From the class.
Yes. But what you could do is combine early life and accomplishments. You could.
Lindsay, I have a question.
Yes.
Death.
If she really did take on another assumed name, how wouldn't they be able to like figure out that she was an alien?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's
No.
noticing
We're done,
on
right?
Article D that she takes on a different name when she's, where is she?
How do they know that? See, if they knew that, then they would know it.
Find out.
Yeah, they know
Try to
it.
get a watch.
If they
What's
say that
that?
she did that,
It is
then they
1546. I don't know now what that's.
know. 46.
It's time
I
to go.
had it on that time.
All right, here's your homework. You guys are gonna,
Tell on the time.
you can combine, I'm gonna suggest that. Let's combine, I put a little bracket here. You're gonna combine early life and accomplishments together. So when you're looking at those paragraphs on your
Okay.
source text, you're gonna come up with your keyword outline here for A, B, C, and D. And then I'm gonna have you wait on the fused outline, okay? So you're just gonna do A, B, C, and D. Does that make sense?
Yep.
for both,
This week, that's all we have to do?
yes, and then your
Awesome.
grammar.
We're not
Hey,
going
I'm
to do
perfectly
fused outline?
We're not
No.
doing fuse because I want to do this one with you next week
Hey,
together,
I'm
okay?
Yay.
You're doing A, B,
Wait,
C,
wait.
D,
What are we doing this week?
A, B, C, and D,
Just
No
sitting in our-
fuse. No paper.
So we're just writing like.
and
just
no
filling that in?
paragraph
And
yet.
then we're going to.
No,
Yeah.
nothing. We all we have to do is that in grammar.
So
Okay,
you're,
we have
okay,
to do
wait,
all
shh.
our-
I need everybody to listen so I can explain this one time. You're gonna go back, okay, you're gonna start with A,
Okay.
and you're gonna go to source text A, right? I said that wrong, but yeah. So, and you're gonna read these two paragraphs,
Okay.
which is the first two paragraphs on source text A, okay? Actually read it and underline information that you think is interesting or
Only A.
important. For what?
Only A though?
For this, for A.
The whole thing.
All four?
No, not the whole thing, the
Only-
two paragraphs that go with your two topics. Okay, on Roman
We
numeral
only
one.
picked two things?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
You
I
know
was
that-
only myself.
I'm gonna put her initials, E,
Yeah,
A.
so we're going
Oh,
to.
I know.
You know it's
Sorry.
A.
A.
All four. So we're gonna do the two next ones next week.
Yes.
Or whenever.
No.
Also, we're just doing A.
Yeah. So this is only on the first.
You guys write this down before you go, please. On all of Roman numeral one only, you're gonna do A, E, early life, comma, accomplishments. This will help you, this will make more sense, okay?
Okay.
And this
so
is
we're
where I
putting
know
Early life accomplishment.
early life accomplishments, AE for Amelia Earhart.
So we're putting both those paragraphs in that one.
Yes,
Early one.
good question. Early life, comma,
Wait,
We're not writing 4 paragraphs? I thought we were writing 4 paragraphs.
We're only
No.
writing 3.
no, you're not writing any this week.
Well,
but
I know, but
in the end, you're only gonna have 3.
Okay,
Question.
good.
Yes.
We're just filling it out.
Huh?
We're just filling it out.
Yeah, you're just filling this part out. AE, you're filling all of this out here, early life.
Oh,
You're gonna put it
Wait.
here and here. Got it?
Wait, here's what we're doing.
like.
We're not doing our fuse out, but we're doing all of the source text, but only the first paragraph.
That would be weird. I
Only-
feel like
only-
it goes.
Yeah, only for the first paragraph.
Okay.
And we're not going to do our fuse out.
Like, okay, I get
Correct.
that.
Correct, because we wanna do the fuse outline together. There's a reason, because it needs to go in a certain order. And that's the part that some of you are needing
What
extra
if
help with.
we all do it differently? We all take away different things and our fused out.
That's fine. That's fine. That's okay, because when we do our fused outline together, I'm gonna have you look for when she was born. And then early, like go by
Oh, that makes
chronological
sense.
order. So you'll have to decide by your own notes that you have on yours, what chronological order.
Would it
Yes.
be possible that we only have 5, we have to do early life and accomplishments? Because.
Right.
Oh, I
You can
get it.
pick the most interesting out of each, but you're gonna see a pattern in all of these. So if you have something, maybe when she was born and where she was born, you don't have to write that on every single one. You can pick something different. or something else. Does that make sense? You guys good? You understand what to do?
I understand.
Only A, B, C, D, not fused. We'll wait on that.
So
And
really
your
just
grammar.
grammar and then those 2 paragraphs. I mean, those 2 topics.
The 4 keyword outlines
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
2 topics.
That's
Under just Roman numeral 1. You don't have to do Roman numeral 1 and Roman numeral 2, just 1 for now.
Okay.
Okay. Phew,
Sounds like a good
we
job.
did it.